What is up guys, this is Vishu from SavageCamp and today we are going to learn about Python functions. So a function is nothing but lines of code written to use over and over again, which means that you will write the line of code once and then you can use it again and again. And it can take arguments or it will not take arguments, and you can send parameters to the function and it can print or return. We will have a different video on print or return, but right now this is a small example of a function where the function adds two numbers. So it says add two numbers and it has two arguments, number 1 and number 2. Then there is a colon. Like any for loop, there's a colon because this code is different from the whole program. This is different. Like this is a function that should not be added in the whole program as it is running. A function should only be used when it is called. So if you run this program and I remove this, nothing would happen. But if I add this, it will call this function. So what this means is I can do like random numbers over here, and in 4 lines I have added the sum of these numbers, so I can add the two numbers as many times as I want. And I can show you right now writing a really quick Python script to demonstrate how powerful functions are. So let me close this, create a new function called add, and here I'm going to copy paste this thing. And what we will do is, because we have gone over this, I am not going to explain this again, but we will import the random library and we will do a for loop for I in range maybe 100. What we will do for I in range 100, so it will run 100 times. What I will do is num1 is equal to random.randend, anything between 0 and 100. The second one would be num2 is equal to random.randend 101 to 200, and at the end we will do add two numbers and we will put num1 and num2. So this, we already know that we are going to generate integers, so we don't need to do this. This is useful when you are trying to use an input from an user. So what this does is, let me see what it is saying, expected 2 blank lines of code. So in 9 lines, or actually in 7 lines, we wrote a function that will run 100 times. It will generate two random numbers between 0 and 100 and 101 and 200, and it will add those numbers. It will call the function. The function will take the number 1, which is a random integer, and number 2, which is another random integer, and it will add it. So if I run this, you will see it has like ran 100 times. And if you want, I can do print. So now you will also see a difference in the output, and this would be much more formatted, but you will see 34 and 191, 35 and 136 is 171. So you can see it ran that many times. In 9 lines of code, you were able to run a program 100 times, generating random integers and calling this function over and over again. So that is how important functions are, and we will be using a lot more of functions in our videos. So it's very important to understand this. And again, this whole concept, it's not something that you get in first video. This is a brief overview. As you write more programs, you will write more functions. You will learn more and more about functions. But this is a good start, a function that adds two numbers, and we call the function by calling the function's name. and passing the parameters if it is taking any parameters. If I don't pass any parameter, it will give me an error saying parameter num1 unfilled and parameter num2 unfilled. So if your function is taking arguments, we should pass parameters to the function, or else you will get an error saying that it is missing two positional arguments num1 and num2 because nothing went over here. So that is it for this video guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.